Welcome to our channel United Coaching. Today we will discuss questions in Science and Technology. Our question is, which of the following metals is protected by a layer of its own oxide? So is it silver, copper, iron or aluminium? So answer is aluminium. The aluminium oxide layer serves as a protective barrier to the underlying aluminium itself by preventing further oxidation. Our next question is, which element is kept immersed in kerosene? So is it sodium, magnesium, aluminium or silver? So answer is sodium. Sodium is a very reactive metal, so it reacts vigorously with the oxygen present in the air or water and it catches fire. So it is kept immersed in kerosene to prevent accidental fires. Our next question is, which metal is the best conductor of electricity? So is it copper, aluminium, silver or all metals are equally conductive? So answer is silver. Silver is the best conductor of electricity as it contains a higher number of free electrons in its outer shell. Our next question is, which non-metal is the best conductor of electricity? So over here you have to pay attention that they are asking for non-metal. Earlier they were asking for metal and over here they are asking for non-metal. So answer is graphite is the only non-metal that is a good conductor of electricity. Our next question is, Einstein got Nobel Prize for? So is it for theory of relativity or equation E is equal to mc square or Compton effect or photoelectric effect? So answer is photoelectric effect. He received Nobel Prize in physics in 1921 for the law of photoelectric effect. Now what is photoelectric effect? It is the emission of electrons when electromagnetic radiation such as light hits a metal. So he got the Nobel Prize for photoelectric effect. Our next question is, the reciprocal of resistance is? So is it resistivity, voltage, magnetism or conductance? So answer is conductance. Conductance is the measure of how easily electrical current can pass through a metal or a material, and the reciprocal of it is resistance, and the resistance of an object is a measure of its opposition to the flow of electrical current. So answer to this question is conductance is the reciprocal of resistance. Our question is, which device is used to break or complete an electronic circuit? So answer is switch. When we have to break the circuit, then we remove the switch, and when we have to complete the circuit, we put the switch back in. So answer is switch. Our next question is, in a conductor, when the length and area are both doubled, then its resistance will become half, will be doubled, will remain the same or will become 4 times. So answer is will remain the same. Now the resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to its length and inversely proportional to its cross-sectional area. So if the length and area are both doubled, then the net result will be same, will remain the same. So answer to this question is the resistance will remain the same. Our next question is, the reason of seeing the sun or sunlight a little before the sun rises is? So basically they are saying that the when in the morning when we see the sun a little bit above the horizon, it is actually below the horizon, and the reason behind this is, so is it reflection of the light or refraction of the light or scattering of the light or dispersion of the light? So answer is refraction of the light. Now refraction is the bending of light. Now during the sunrise, when the sun is just below the horizon, our atmosphere causes the light rays to bend and we see the sun early, and because of this atmospheric refraction, the sun appears to be raised above the horizon when it is actually slightly below the horizon. So the answer, the reason behind this is refraction of the light. Our next question is, what is the temperature at which both the Fahrenheit and centigrade scales have the same value? So answer is minus 40 degree. So either you say minus 40 degree Fahrenheit or minus 40 degree Celsius, both will have the same value. Our next question is, a transformer is based on the principle of? So is it mutual inductance, self-inductance, Ampere's law or Lenz's law? So answer is mutual inductance. Now mutual inductance is the main operating principle of generators, motors and transformers. Now what happens in mutual inductance is, when two coils are brought in proximity with each other, the magnetic field in one of the coil leads to the generation of voltage in the second coil. Now this property of the two coils is called mutual inductance. Now this means that the current flowing flowing in one coil induces the voltage in the adjacent coil. Now in transformers, the transformers are made up of two wire coils placed close to each other, such that the current running in one coil can induce the voltage, or you can say induce the potential difference in the other coil without the two coils touching. So this way the power can be increased and transferred without the metal connection within the transformer. So that's why transformers are used to increase the initial voltage which was generated at the power plant. So the answer to this question is transformers are based on the principle of mutual inductance. Our next question is acceleration acts always in the direction of. So answer is net force. So in whichever direction you apply the force, in the same direction the acceleration will happen. Our next question is which of the following represents lime water? So is it calcium oxide or calcium hydroxide or calcium carbonate or calcium chloride? So answer is calcium hydroxide. Now lime water is the common name for dilute aqueous solution of calcium hydroxide. Now you should not confuse lime water with lemon water. Lemon water is totally different thing, and lime water is the calcium hydroxide solution. Our next question is the principle used in working of an atom bomb is. So answer is nuclear fission. So over here you have to pay attention. It is fission, that is breaking up of the atom, not fusion, which is combining two atoms. So over here the answer is nuclear fission, that is breaking up of the atom. Our next question is galvanization of iron means coating iron with. So is it with chromium, nickel, zinc or tin? So answer is zinc. Galvanization is the process of immersing iron or steel in a bath of molten zinc to produce resistance against corrosion. Our next question is what is the unit used to measure the depth of sea? So answer is fathom. Our next question is how many feet is equal to 1 fathom? So answer is 6 feet. 1 fathom is equal to 6 feet. Our next question is which of the following will not give H plus ion, that is proton, in aqueous solution? So is it H2CO3, COOH2 or C2H5OH or CH3COOH? So answer is C2H5OH, that is ethanol. And alcohol neither produces H plus, that is proton, nor OH minus in solution. So next is H2CO3, which is carbonic acid, and then COOH2, which is oxalic acid, and CH3COOH is acetic acid. And hydrogen ion, that is H plus or proton, is just the nucleus of the hydrogen atom which is separated from its electron. So acids release the hydrogen ion and the bases release OH minus ion when dissolved in water. So answer is what does not give proton is alcohol, that is over here ethanol. Our next question is astigmatism can be corrected by. Now what is astigmatism? Astigmatism is a common vision problem caused by an error in the shape of the cornea. It is an imperfection in the curvature of the eye's cornea or lens, and it focuses light at two places on the back of the eye, and this causes blurry vision. It is also known as refractive error, and this can be corrected by cylindrical lens. Now a cylindrical lens is typically used to focus or condense or expand incoming light, and it has one cylindrical surface which causes the light to be focused in a single dimension or axis. So answer to this question is cylindrical lens is used for astigmatism. Our next question is which of the following is not an allotropic form of carbon? So is it fullerene or fluorine or diamond or graphite? So answer is fluorine. Now you have to pay attention to the spelling difference between fullerene and fluorine. Now fluorine is a chemical element with the symbol F and the atomic number 9, whereas fullerene, diamond and graphite are allotropes of carbon for which the symbol is C and the atomic number is 6. Our next question is Lambert's law is related to. Now Lambert's law is also known as Beer-Lambert law, and it is the linear relationship between absorption of light and the concentration of absorbing material and the path length of the light through the solution. So basically it talks about illumination. So Lambert's law is related to illumination. Our next question is the SI unit of length is based on. So answer is the speed of light. Now how did we develop the SI unit of length from the speed of light? So answer is the SI unit of length is the length of the path travelled by light in vacuum during the time interval of 1 second divided by 29 crore 97 lakh 92,458. That means when 1 second is divided by 30 crore, in that fraction whatever length the light has traveled, that length is equal to 1 meter. So this is how the SI unit of length was developed from the speed of light. Our next question is the filament of an electrical bulb is made up of. So answer is tungsten. Now tungsten is used because it has a very high melting point, which is approximately 3422 degrees Celsius, and it also has very high resistivity, and because of these it does not burn easily. So that's why tungsten is used in electrical bulbs. Our next question is which of the following remains unchanged on descending in a group in the periodic table? So is it atomic size, density, valence electrons or metallic character? So answer is valence electrons. So as we can see in the given picture, as we go down the group, the number of valence electrons remains the same. Our next question is the time period of pendulum depends on. So is it mass, length, time or pressure? So answer is length. As you can see in the formula, the time period of pendulum is T is equal to 2 pi into square root of L by G, where L is the length of the string and G is the acceleration due to gravity. So the time period of the pendulum depends upon the length of the string.